Hey, what's up everyone? This is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with some Season 4 action for the Cabal Vision Champions Cup playoffs. And we are still covering the quarterfinals matches. Will be the last one here before the semifinals. And as you can see, what is left, Skaven versus Lizard. But first, it's just a quick recap. The Wood Elf team of Saviors of Athaloran and Aryan will be facing off against the Chaos team of Jimmy Fantastic's Brainless Chaos. And in the last bit, we did see Sean 18's Dwarven team smash up the Dark Elves. Oh, what a beating. I've seen it way too many times to count myself, and really nothing the Dark Elf team could do. They just got their armor value broken. What is it? 50% of the time, it seemed. Oh, ouch. Just too much. But now we are going to check out this last match. So let's go ahead, jump straight into the replay. And like I said before, guys, oh man, Skaven team is looking pretty good. I believe are going to be the ones going into the finals, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Now, in my preliminary predictions, I did say that I do like the Skaven team to win the match against this Lizard team, and not that the Lizard team is going to be any bad. Oh, you know, anytime you make it to the quarterfinals of this here, what, you made it through the ladder, you're number one of the race, and now you're going to be in the quarterfinals. You better believe you're going to be a great coach. But first, yes, let's go ahead and introduce the teams. Coached by Mulldripster, the Skaven team, Rats, taking on Lawthrall's Lizard team, Zstarz. Oh man, what a good match we're going to have here today. Goblin referee, who's it going to be? I don't know, but we will see. Alright, and it appears, let's go ahead and pause it real quick. That's going to play. Lawthrall is going to take this one here, so the Lizard team will receive the ball, and we're going to quickly go ahead and go over the stats real quick before we begin. And let's see here. Let us see here. Yes, we are looking good. Okay, I want to make sure that my recording is going very well, and it is. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. So the Skaven team, I like them in my preliminary predictions, and really it's because I call him the Pirate, guys. You all know him. You guys all love him. +1 movement allowance, sprint sure feet, 2 heads with the dodge and the wrestle to boot. I mean, just a one-turner all by himself. He's got 10 movement allowance base. Well, 9 base, and then he's got the +1 to make it 10, right? And then the sprint gives him 3 go for it tries with the sure feet. That means he gets the free reroll on a failed GFI. And the 2 heads, which means that it's a +1 to dodge. So he can dodge through attack as though it's like nobody's business, and he can make it by himself. No pushes in the front line to get the one-turner. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we call him the Pirate. He steals the booty and wins you the game. My other analogy is he's the relief pitcher that comes in at the end of the match, and you know, he's got his shiny shoes on, he's got his new gloves, and he just ices the game for you at the end and wins it. And that's exactly what he does. Well, let's check out the other Skaven team, also necessary to win the game. Dive attacker for this gutter runner, and also wrestle with the strip ball dauntless, and the tackle ability for that gutter runner. This other gutter here, +1 in strength, sure hands, tackle with the sidestep with the dodge. Now, with him keeping the gutter runner with the +1 in movement allowance on the bench, not wanting him to get hurt, that does mean that the Skaven team will have to play with 3 gutter runners on this pitch for defense, and that will make defense a little bit more difficult. But that does mean that the other guys also have to be nicely skilled up. Does have that Storm Vermin right here with the Claw, Mighty Blow, and the Piling On, and this could be a real threat against the Lizard team, especially against the Zstarz with the 9 armor value. Usually the guys that can keep everything held up for you, especially in the midfield, usually is able to win the midfield contest and be able to get the hits on and rule the day. But oh man, Lizard team gonna have to really watch out here for the storm vermin. Ah, Darren, thank you very much for the host. I really appreciate that. Welcome to my channel, guys. This is the VG Purist, and all the Championship Cup replays coming right here, right at you. All right, and we are in the last quarterfinal match. Mulldripster's Skaven team. Ah, thank you very much for the follow, guys. I really appreciate that. Keeps me going. Keeps me fed at night. You wouldn't believe it. Oh man. All right, but we are gonna go and take a look here further on some of these skills. They're dirty player here for your line rats, and I really believe for the Skaven team, you have to consider the dirty player because you're gonna be down rats more often than not, and they kind of need to play dirty. Here we go, wrestle for that one there, and also the dirty player for him as well. And we'll have the kick, and also going to be very necessary for the Skaven team is going to be having that kick ability. Continue to get that pause, but the Lizard team, no slouches themselves. Oh, yes, indeed. They don't have a big bench, but they probably won't need it too much for today's match. I can't imagine the Skaven team out-bashing a Lizard team, right? Hey, hey. Well, you never know. This is Blood Bowl. This is why we play this game. I've seen Skaven outbash Chaos team. Alright, cross score there with the guard and the block ability. That's big right there to have the... Anytime you get blocked for a big guy, you go and freaking do it, okay? General skills under block. There you go. Take it. Tackle and the Mighty Blow for this man here. Mighty Blow and guard for that man. And also the dodge and guard and block for that Zstarz here. Break tackle. Tackle here with the block. Loads of skills here up front. I'm telling you, these Lizard are ready to play. Break tackle for this other block here, and then +1 agility. Diving tackle, sprint, sure feet with a sidestep. He himself is also going to be a pretty nice threat for a one-move touchdown. Not as good as the pirate here, sitting there on the side, but he's gonna be a skink to watch out for. Lizard team. We are now underway. Let's check out real quick the inducements. Looks like just a bribe for Mulldripster Skaven team. So with the dirty player, we'll have a bribe in hand. So we're going to see some hits in. Try to get some of these Lizard team out early. Maybe even on these skinks, but I do believe it's going to be on the Zstarz to try to get them out. The sooner you get Zstarz out, the better. I play a Lizard team a bit in my day, and the Lizard team, they're pretty good, but once you start losing 1 Zstarz, 2 Zstarz, oh, it's just crippling. It's just like, oh man, how do I play? I don't even know. It's not over for you, obviously, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And with the 4 strength, guys, do the blocks first. In fact, for you guys out there that are starting out playing Lizard teams, I always see this. You sometimes play with the ball a little bit too much and don't do the blocks here first. You're Lizards. You have 4 strength. Do the 2-die blocks. Damn it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, guys. Alright, and don't depend on your cross score too much either. He's just there to help you rule the midfield. It's going to be all about your Zstarz working as a team. And with the high movement allowance and with lots of guys not wanting to stay base to base with your guys, you should definitely make use of your high movement allowance and attempt to keep your guys mobile and be able to get you guys into better position. That's the nice thing about playing Lizard team. Only 1 agility for the Zstarz and cross, but honestly, who's gonna stay base to base with you guys? More than likely, they're gonna just try to dodge away, get away, and that will make sure that they don't get punched. But that will mean that you'll be able to use your 6 move allowance for your Zstarz, get in better position, outmaneuver even the other team, even the other Skaven team here. So definitely, even though I did pick the Skaven team to win, Lizard team definitely has a shot at this game. Nice big stun, piling on. Here goes the Mighty Blow. But it's going to be a pretty difficult time taking out the armor value 9 all by himself, even with the Mighty Blow claw. Because, yeah, even though those armor value breaks are probably going to come from, I mean, more often than not, it's going to be stuns, usually, right? I mean, not too often you get big injuries, but this is kind of what you hope for, at least with your Mighty Blow piling on, man, with the claw ability. And he's definitely going to try to make use of him every single time, as much as he can even. Here comes the surround on the Zstarz. There's going to pick on the guy on the right side, ceding a lot of space there, as you can see, guys. But this is okay because if the Lizard team scores too quickly, well, Skaven team will just turn it right back and score pretty quickly himself. So he's not afraid of the Lizard team scoring. So the Lizard team at this point has to realize, oh man, my guys are just getting isolated and getting killed by the Skaven team. So I need to try to hit back somehow while protecting the ball. Oh boy, here comes some pushes there, unfortunately. And this is pretty nice. As you see, Skaven team has attracted lots of leather coming his way with the big hit here. The piling on mighty blow and then even the foul, but no call by the referee as of yet. Skink will move away, and this is going to be the nice thing also by the Lizard team. Movement 8 allows Skinks with the dodge ability. But I always say that Skinks are unreliable at best. At best. Because they could just easily just mess up the pickup roll or miss the dodge and then die. I've seen it too many times to count. So anytime you have to rely on the Skink, oh man, you're just going to be in for a big world of hurt. Big world. Skaven team at this point is just playing dirty at this point. No, this is very strategic right here. It's not dirty at all. But I mean, if you look at the claw on the cross score, does get him down, but piling on follow up, will it be a big injury? And it appears it's going to be an arm value break. Just going to be another stun. As you can see there, unlike the Dwarven team versus the Dark Elf team, where the Dwarven team pretty much broke armor 50% of the time, that doesn't always happen, guys. And so right there is a good example. It doesn't happen. I mean, heck, the Lizard gets armor broken at a 7+. And the armor is not the question. It's going to be the injury. And it appears that it's just going to be loads of stuns so far. Here comes another hit. And will be armor value break. Yes, another stun. As you can see, guys, doesn't happen. One die block will be the call. Will get the hit in. Gutter Runner probably needs to save himself pretty soon. You don't want to continue to stay base to base, especially against the Zstarz with that mighty blow and tackle. So this Gutter Runner is going to either get out the way or get the hits in. And it appears it's going to be the latter. I don't blame him. Anytime you see a Skink, you hit him. Get him down. They do have that stunty. So that does move the injury table a little bit. So that the casualty is a 9 or better instead. And the KO is on the 7 or 7 and 8. And there we go. Gonna be an injury here for the Lizard team. And that is great. Gonna actually cause that apothecary usage early. That's just turn 3. And so now the Lizard team might be in business. And it might be able to get some more extra injuries on the Skaven team. What he really needs to do is get this +1 movement allowance Gutter Runner in there, the pirate, and make it to where he's on the pits so that he can get hit by the Lizard team, who does have tackle for a few of the Zstarz. So he's ready to get the hits in whenever he can. Oh man, Skink. Sidestep, and you know, if anyone asks me what to get for Skinks for the first skill, get sidestep, damn it. Why? Because when they are going to be getting hit and they're going to be maybe in scrums like that, then at least you'll be able to position yourself in a place where if you just got pushed in the first bit, then at least you can sidestep it to a better spot. Ooh, big injury here with that Storm Vermin. Oh yes, doing some real work and finally gonna get the armor value break and get the injury. Apothecary is going to be used straight away, and the Zstarz team now themselves without the Apothecary. So watch out, guys, watch out. Lizard team looking a little bit more human. No. Here comes the dirty player hit. He's still got a bribe in hand, so why not get the hit in? Get a whole bunch of pluses with the assist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4 assists there. Will get the armor value break, but just a stun. Unfortunate. Oh man, Skaven team is going to start sniffing around these skinks at this point. Going to get another hit on a Zstarz. And quite possibly be able to start breaking this touchdown. Ooh, death injury, and that's what I'm talking about. Break tackle with the tackle ability, mighty blow. That's a big one right there. And it's a death injury, and previously already used the apothecary. So the Lizard team is gonna be forever down one Zstarz, and that was just turn 4. So Lizard team is looking kind of bad. As I said in the beginning of the match, just losing one Zstarz, it's kind of like you're losing, you know, your fifth finger, right? I mean, one of your fingers there, your pinky finger or whatever. It's just, you think maybe you might not need it, but it's just you start picking up stuff, you start needing to pull some weight here. It's like, I wish I had my pinky finger. And as you see there, Lizard team is feeling a little bit vulnerable, scores it anyways against the high-powered offense of the Skaven team, and that's precisely what the Skaven team wanted out of the Lizard team. So now it's going to be his offensive possession, and he can get the closer here, the pirate. Arr, matey! You're gonna take your booty and score it. Oh man. Let's see him line him up. This is going to be boots right here. Lizard team's not even going to bother to put guys in the backfield to stop this. I don't think he even has enough guys to stop it. Nope, it's not. He won't. But I don't know if the Skaven team really wants to score it that quickly. At this point, the Skaven team kind of has to hold it for the next 4 turns and then score it there at the 8th turn to make sure that he pretty much has the, not the guaranteed win, but a nice good chance at the win at the end. So we'll see what the play is going to be. Looks like he's keeping it back away from the front line, so not going to be attempting this one-turn touchdown at this time. So it does signal the Skaven team wants to play until the 8th round. Rats are going to get an extra reroll. That's beautiful for them, and that's good. That's actually good that the line rat flubbed that catch, because you don't want to just risk anything. He needs to move back or anything, hand it off. I mean, yeah, it's going to be to a full agility gutter runner, but I mean, still. One less roll you need to make. You just want to do a pickup roll, right? I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess it's the same thing, right? He gives the handoff and pickup roll. Apples and oranges. Well, maybe he should have caught it, right? Because now it's in the front line. But that's okay. Skaven team's able to cover up. Get the blitz on the Zstarz. We'll be able to get a 2-die block. Get everybody cleared out the way. Should be able to stand in here. And afterwards, be able to get some more hits on some skinks. That's what I really want to see, guys. Skinks getting blown up. Alright. Good runner. Moving up. Let's see him. Oh, 6 on that roll. He's not even going to flub that pickup. He's got sure hands to boot, so he's going to be just fine. Only 1 in 36 chance of failing that one. Here's the Crocs getting hit. And, will that line... Was that the line rat? Okay, was that the Storm Vermin? I mean, no, it wasn't. Okay. Storm Vermin's already made the hit with the Zstarz. Against the Zstarz, actually. No piling on follow-up. But that's okay. Content with what he sees, he's going to hold the ball and truthfully, even at this point, the Skaven team could just score it. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. At this point, they can make this touchdown with ease any single time. The Skaven team. It's just, how can you stop this? You can't. He's got this guy. Oh man, he just go around the left side, and there's really nothing you can do. Now. He needs to get a little support though, because the skinks can't catch up to him, but still. At any moment, the gutter runner, it's time to score, coach. Okay. Choo. Get back to the field, get the touchdown. That's it. Get the hit there, and it's gonna try to get some fouls on the Skaven team, but oh boy. No fouls had been called on the Skaven team, but the skink, he even just looked at somebody dirty and he got called for that foul, and unfortunately that's going to be one less skink. And as you see here, Lizard team does not have a bench to come in, so he's going to be down to 3 skinks for the rest of the match. Now that's not a hugely important one because that's just a level 1 skink, but that's going to be one less guy now on the pitch for you, and that does mean that it'll be very much more difficult to take out some of the Skaven team and slow them down somehow. Slow them down. Can you even slow them down? At this point, it's just you can't, I think. This is so big, having that Storm Vermin right there. With the Claw, Mighty Blow, piling on. I mean, honestly, the Lizard team, I think, out of all the teams, probably didn't want to face this one. Maybe besides the Chaos team with their Claw and Mighty Blow and piling on, but still. That Storm Vermin just really, really wrecking the defense here of this Lizard team. Actually, the offense of the last bit. Here comes the dirty player and the stun. No fouls being called. And again, I really think the Skaven team has somehow paid off the ref before actually getting the bribe in. So that's just next level, guys. Next level. No, there's no such thing. But I mean, if there is, then Mulldripster has somehow found it. Oh, sidestep hit, and he's gonna be A-okay. Gutter runners. He is just about in position. In fact, he is in position after 2 go full rolls to make this touchdown. But I don't think he's gonna make the touchdown. It doesn't even matter. Lizard team is gonna attempt to slow down the Skaven team. Speed bump, guys. In fact, the only thing that can stop him now from getting this touchdown is, I believe, Nuffle or the Skaven team himself. Like, you know, driving too fast over the speed bump and blowing your tire. That's the bad thing right there. So at this point, only Nuffle or a misplay, a huge misplay by the Skaven team. That's the only real shot now that the Lizard team kind of has at this point. Turn 6. Gutter runners doing what gutter runners do best, going out for the fly. Give it to me, guys. Skaven team gonna go and maneuver himself away from the pressure and get to the backfield. Gonna have a nice gutter runner supports for his guys. Even line rats should be able to get this man over here. And as you see, a stun on this +1 in movement allowance, and maybe another foul caused by another Lizard team, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's feasible at this point. Cannot lose any more personnel, but I can understand the Lizard teams wanting to take out the +1 in movement allowance, but at this point, it's a little bit more and more out of hand the more I think about it. Here comes the reroll there because he's got plenty. Wants to get the hit in with the Claw, Mighty Blow. And no piling on. Gonna be the KO for that Lizard, and he's gonna be out. So that's 2 guys KO'd. Another Source out. You tell me how good is the Storm Vermin? Pretty darn good. With the access to mutations for the doubles for Skaven team, because they love the Warpstone Crystal so much. It's just, how can you deny him? How can you deny his turn to get the hits in? And, I mean, I like the Rat Ogres myself for the Skaven team, but it's just, what do you need him for when you got a Storm Vermin that's so powerful? Rat Ogres are almost a liability at this point. Here comes the hit here. Mighty Blow. Gotta get that hit in. Fender stumbles. That's gonna be great. That's the one big weakness, right, for the Skaven team. Those line rats right there. They don't come with any skills whatsoever, and they're just 3 agility with armor value 7. So it's just, these guys really suck. At least they have nice movement allowance, but still, nobody's gonna allow you to not be base to base with them. They're gonna try to base you at every single opportunity that they can get. Alright, better watch out there. Skinks with the diving tackle. That's pretty nice. Sidestep with the diving tackle. So the Skaven team kind of has to watch out how he hits this skink right there, because he will be a -2 the diving tackle. So definitely kind of have to watch out for this. He's not completely out of the woods, but when you're getting dice like this, what's it matter? The feather down. Big hit. There goes the skink. Oh no, and that is 1 less skink. As I said, nobody to come in. One of the skinks fouled out. The big one there with +1 in agility. He is out, so just 2 skinks left. And it's not the one with +1 agility. It's just going to be the diving tackle sidestep. And then the block sidestep skink. And that's it. So more and more slipping away from the Lizard team And it's still going to be the Skaven team's possession half in the second half. Oh boy, and he still has his bribe in hand, so as long as he has that, this is looking more and more bleak. Mulldripster is going to score it because what can the Lizard team do at this point? Might as well score it. He has the huge numbers advantage going in. -3. He's already come up. It's going to be 8, at least 8, but now it's going to be 9 Lizard men on the pitch against the Rats. Rats! Skaven team, though, is going to hang back and not allow the one-turn touchdown so easily. But the Skinks, I do believe the Skink with the +1 agility, he's out. And he's got the sure feet and sprint, and neither one of these has it, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to get the one-turn touchdown, but not too bad. Gonna line up. Will he attempt the one-turner? It kind of looks like he's not gonna do it. But with the sidestep Skink, but I really don't think he has enough guys to do it anyways. 8 movement allowance, you kind of need the whole team. Or at least a guy with maybe Frenzy or something like that. But nope. He's going to content to go into the half. 1-1 to all tied up. But the Skaven team with the tremendous advantage going into the end of the half here. Oh, going to get skulls, but loads of rerolls here for the Lizard team. So going to finally get just a push. That kind of sucks anyway. Oh, boneheaded dice. And this is kind of how the Lizard team's first half has been. Push here. Oh man, he's only going to be able to get just one more blitz. I guess thankfully the last guy that could do the blitz is a Skink with block. So should have a high percentage chance of getting him down with the... Oh no, just going to be a skull. Oh, he got, what is it? 1 push, 2 push. Got skulls, got boneheaded, and then more skulls on the die. I'm so sorry. Lawthrall is absolutely not catching a break either, and it's going to be the Skaven team's half. So now you I think what you're going to see here is that the Skaven team is probably going to slow it down. As long as the Lizard team still has the Skinks though, but it looks like he's not. So here we go. Going to get that foul in, and actually the bribe is going to fail. The only thing that has gone right for the Lizard team. Oh boy, and that's going to be great, but unfortunately I think the Lizard team won't be able to benefit. I said before, he wants to get an injury somehow or some way to get that +1 movement allowance on the pitch so that he can hit him, but he will be the ball carrier now, and he's going to be short a whole bunch of guys. In fact, only 1 Skink left on the pitch with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the Zstarz and cross-score combo. This cannot stop Diddley Squat. Oh man, we couldn't score. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't catch the ball. We couldn't do anything. We're talking about playoffs? Playoffs? Talk about playoffs. Trying to win the game. Just one game. Lizard team needs something. He needs a blitz here, if anything, to maybe be able to get back there and do something. But pitch invasion. There's no security gates, and just gonna be down 2 guys there, and that's actually really bad for the Lizard team because he won't have these 2 guys for 2 turns basically, and with him being already down in numbers, that's just more icing on the cake. That will mean that the Skaven team, as you see, he's going to be able to just go and put his guys in the front line, be able to surround that croc score, going to get hits with his line rats, 2-die blocks everywhere he sees. That pitch evasion really didn't help. Dauntless gutter runner getting in on all the action, getting double defender downs. Oh man, look, I'm not one to really complain about dice, but in the Lizard team's case, I understand. I always say you can't look at your opponent's dice and complain about it. You have to be optimistic about your opponent's chances and pessimistic about your own. But even at this point, I can't help but notice. And here goes a bribe there. And the bribe will be accepted. Okay, he didn't use the bribe earlier? Okay, I thought he did. Well, I wasn't necessarily paying attention. Well, there's the bribe used. And now he's going to be fine. So, Lizard team, all he can hope for at this point is to somehow, some way break 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe get a whole bunch of armor value breaks in the next bit. Because at this point, he cannot feasibly win this match. In fact, the Skaven team, all he needs to do is hold the ball here in the backfield as he's doing at this point. Hold the ball and just chill. That's it. That's all he needs to do is just chill. Oh man, Storm Vermin. Claw. Mighty blow. Big hits. KO. Oh man. And each blow has been just a hammer blow. Skaven team absolutely in the driver's seat. He's taking you to places you've never been before. Normally it's the Lizard team doing the bashes, but this time, hey, even I said so in the beginning of this program, even in this beginning of the match here, I've seen Skaven team outbash a Chaos team, but now I've seen a Skaven team outbash the Lizard team. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, Kragan. I mean, like I said, you make it to the quarterfinals, and it already means you're a good coach. So, there's nothing to take away from Lawthrall's play, the Lizard team's play, the Lizard team's coach. I mean, as you can see here, he's just getting armor value broken by the one Storm Vermin with piling on, and he can't really do anything about it. He gets the hit in, and this is still a mighty blow, man. Dude, it's gonna get the armor value break, but just gonna be a stun there. So I mean, Lizard team doesn't necessarily have the dice going for his way. But yes, it is, after all, a dice game. So this is just how games go, right? And this is what I tell people all the time. You're gonna lose games. This is a game you can't always master. I mean, who could say that the Lizard team's a bad coach or a good coach or whatever? He just, right here, armor value got broken all the time. The end of the first half really just put the nail in the coffin. I mean, it's just he couldn't get a break. Another KO. And that is just a line rat with Wrestle. You talk about armor value 9, I mean armor value 7 being weak. Sometimes armor value 9 is weak. Right? Yeah, the claw does make the Lizard scare a bit. But, I mean, how often does the injuries happen, right? Look at this. This should be the Skaven team side when you think about it. The Lizard team had a whole bunch of Zstarz with the tackle and mighty blow, I think what, 1 or 2 at least with that mighty blow and tackle. So it's just, what are you gonna do to this madness? And then here it's just this one rat with mighty blow and piling on. Sure, he's got the claw, and that's fearsome, but when he hits with the mighty blow and tackle Zstarz, that's essentially the same thing. Plus 1 movement allows werewolf. Oh, those little doggies. They wag their tails. You get 9 movement allowance. Give them sure feet and sprint. And then suddenly you'll have a necromancer team with a 1-turner. Now all he needs now is a +1 in agility to get 4 agility, and then people's got something to worry about. You know, one time I think I saw on the ladder a Khemri team with both the throwers with +2 in agility for both of his guys, and then another blitzer with a +2 agility. So Khemri team that can't dodge this. And honestly, at this point, there's really nothing more to cast. This is very similar to the last game, in which the Dwarf team just annihilated the Dark Elf team, and the Skaven team also has just absolutely annihilated this Skaven. No, the Skaven team has absolutely annihilated the Lizard team. Thankfully, though, Lawthrall, he isn't exactly giving up, but you can't blame him if he does. He will get the blitz in. We'll get the hit in. Oh no, he's not going to get any hit. There we go. Defender stumbles. Look, he even has to re-roll these dice. Gets the hit in. No armor value break. Oh yes. Yes, it will be an armor value break, but just going to be a stun right there. Break tackle. I really like how these Zstarz all level up. Not normally you're going to see 3 skill ups for these guys. Usually they're able to get the block fairly easily, and then the second skill, but the third skill is usually like, that doesn't really happen very often, but he does. So he has the tackle, he's got the mighty blow and tackle, and he's got guard and dodge right there. I mean, he's got plenty of great skills for Zstarz. I mean, one can only imagine just how fierce this little team would really be had the Skaven team not have gotten as many armor breaks as he did. This would probably be a lot closer. You were there, Baron? Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Look, as a Dark Elf player, I've seen that myself plenty of times, and honestly, there's just that happens, you know. I mean, it just happens. That's just one of those things where that's one of your 5 concessions or something like that, right? Well, actually, we start banning out people with 5 concessions or more, right? No, is it 6? No, it's 6 or more. You have 5. You get 5, and then the 6th we ban you. Oh yeah, well, like I said, you can't win every single match, and like I said, even though there's players out there, coaches, 80% win rate, whatever. But when you take a room full of good coaches, all of them, the win rate is going to be a little bit more towards the 70%. You know, 30% of the time, really, there's nothing you can do that you can win the game. Alright, Skaven team, he's just going to hold his guys back. Again, nothing really to cast except for Skaven team breaks armor again! No, he doesn't break armor there, but he almost looked like he did. You saw the gleam in that Lion Rat's eyes. He was like, oh yeah. Here comes a 1-die block because, you know, why the hell not? And just gonna be a push. Needs to keep him away. Now, at this point, the Skaven team, what he needs to do is make sure that his guys stay fairly safe. But it appears that this Storm Vermin is not, so we're definitely going to see a block on him. Ooh, defender down. You better watch out. He's still just armor value 8, so he could go down. So I don't know if I have Batman here. Thanks so much for the follow, Baron. Oh man, I really appreciate that. Oh gosh, here comes the hit in. Mulldripster. And he still has a little fight left in the Blizzard team. I will not go down without doing something. Something. Defender stumbles, and that's it for that. The final offensive. The last battle over. Gutter runners. Screen. Only 1 agility for the Zstarz. No skinks left, so no real ball carrying unless somehow, some way the Zstarz picks it up through some miracle after a block, but there's just no real follow-up. So this should be it. Thanks guys for joining me for this cast. If you guys haven't already known or have seen them already, please hit me up on YouTube as well. As you see, all of the Champions Cup playoffs right here on my Twitch channel. I do all the fast replays. I don't usually cast them live, but that's really because it's all in European time, and so I'm either working or sleeping. But definitely all the better matches on my YouTube channel, and will be archived there. And I'm probably going to put this on my YouTube channel. Probably not going to put the Dwarf versus Dark Elf team match, because really nothing much to see there. And honestly, there's really not much to see here either, but at this point, an update would be nice. Semi-final matches. What is it? Chaos team versus the Wood Elf team. That's that. Anarian versus Jimmy Fantastic. That's going to be a great match. And then another great match. Mulldripster Skaven team taking on Shawnee's Dwarf team. You want me to put it up, Baron? Okay. All right, Baron. I'll put it up. Just cause you said so. I didn't wanna put it up, but I'll put it up just cause you said you wanted it. Oh man. All right. Well, yeah. So those two matches coming up, and I guess now's as good time as any. I do my predictions, and I like. I'm not gonna lie. I like Anarian's Wood Elf team. Not to say that Jimmy's a bad coach or anything. It's just I just like the style of Anarian's play, and I can't help but root for it. So I can't, in good good feeling or whatever, I can't good conscience vote against him and then root for him, right? I mean, so I have to root for my man Anarian. I love the way he plays his Wood Elf team. Cool, calculated madness. That's what I like to call it. And then Mulldripster taking on Shawnee. That's going to be a tough one, but and I like both teams. I really do. And again, that's going to be a tough one to call as well. I really like how the semifinals and the finals have shaped up to be after the first round and even this quarterfinals round. It's just, we have two really great games coming up. And I don't know who's going to win between all of them, but I mean, I love how Shawnee has made his Dwarven team nice and shaped up. And with tackle for us guys, it's going to be hell to pay for the Skaven team of Mulldripster. And so, I don't know, I think Mulldripster will need to get a couple more rats in the lineup or something like that to mitigate against the loss coming up. But I am probably, I like Mulldripster. I like the Pirate. I like him coming in, winning the match at the end of the game and things like that. Man, I don't know if I can vote against Mulldripster. You know what? No! Mulldripster, I'm gonna vote for you, man. I'm watching out. I'm this close to getting Shawnee. Giving it to Shawnee, because the Dwarf team should just cripple the Skaven team, and that's it. But I mean, honestly, I like Mulldripster. So I like an all agility final Wood Elves versus Skaven team. Watch out for it. But quickly here, 19 armor value breaks, the biggest difference here. And that was pretty much the Storm Vermin doing some real work. 4 KOs, 3 injuries, and the kill just all started off from that one kill. In fact, it probably did start off with that kill, right? I mean, the kill happened, and then the rest of the Lizard team was like, no! And then they just couldn't recover after that. And I see there from the brackets, Mulldripster's Skaven team is going to continue on, and my predictions have all been good, guys. All been good so far. So the only one I didn't get right was here, the Dark Elves versus the Chaos Dwarf team, where I thought the Chaos Dwarf team was going to win, but the Dark Elf team won instead. But after that, it has just been all, I got this right, got that right, got this right, got that right. I got them all right. I mean, I think just about every caster has got them all right as well, but still, I think it's noted that it pointed out. So hopefully it continues. Skaven team will take out the Dwarven team, and then the Wood Elf team take out the Chaos team. POTUS is like, go Anarian. Yes, go. I want my votes to be correct as well. Let's go up and confirm the round and let these guys play in the next bit. Saviors of Athalor and taking on Brainless Chaos, Mulldripster's Raps, taking on Band Bus Replacement Service. You guys out there, you've been too kind. Thank you guys for all of the follows. Thank you guys for watching. Man, this has been a great Champions Cup, I do believe. So with that, 2 more games to come, and then the championship match. All of the Champions Cup playoff replays right here on my Twitch channel. Unfortunately, I'm not Euro, I'm American, so if you like watching it late, then I'm your man. But otherwise, you're just probably going to catch the replays on my YouTube channel. Thanks again, POTUS. Nice seeing you, my brother. Baron, next time, my boy, next time. You'll definitely be able to get that W. So you guys take care. See you later, Calcium. Nice seeing you as well. And hopefully, guys, I'll see you guys next time.